Thank you.
It's not just Republicans. A growing number of Democrats have signed a letter sent to Kathleen Sebelius this morning. They're calling for an extension to the open enrollment period so that Americans have more time to deal with the glitches in the new law.
Leslie Marshall, radio host and a Fox News contributor. Chris Plant, radio host of The Chris Plant Show. Both are with us now, and good day to both of you.
Nice to
guys.
see you guys. So, Leslie, now that Democrats, at least a coalition of 10 Democratic senators are asking for an extension of open enrollment, other Democrats are calling for delays of some kind until all of the glitches are worked out. Is it time for the administration to say, yes, we will change the timeline on this?
Well, I don't feel the administration has said no, they wouldn't. I think that I've always said that if they're, whether it's 1 day or 1 month, that they need to extend that to the people regarding open enrollment. And I don't think that's a political issue. I think it's a common sense issue and a fairness issue. I don't think they can say we're going to do this and give it the day until they know exactly when the website's 100% up and running effectively. And until then, I don't think they should say, and at that time, then they can say, okay, it's going to be extended for this period of time.
Strikes me.
It's premature until then.
It strikes me the enrollment period's an easy thing to extend if you want to do it. But the individual mandate, if you're going to delay that for a year, you get in all kinds of problems. But Chris, with the open enrollment, there's a reason why it's a March 31 deadline, right? Because the logic says if you're going to get fined, you're going to get 1% of your salary taken against you if you don't sign up. The tax returns go out in mid-April. If you take that enrollment period past the 15th of April, maybe into June or July, the government can't collect that money anyway. And the program itself goes deeper and deeper into debt. Is that right?
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, this Rube Goldberg machine that has been set up by our friends in Washington here is dependent on a series of rolling timelines. And if you start tampering with the timelines, then the geometry of the entire program just kind of gets blown up. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Democrats refused just a few weeks ago on Capitol Hill the Republicans passed a bill that would have funded the government, you remember, before the shutdown, if only they would delay the individual mandate. And the Democrats refused to accept that deal from the Democrats that would have delayed the individual mandate. And now they're the ones advocating the individual mandate. Rather ironic, I've got to say.
Leslie, how long should we reasonably give this to get sorted out?
Honestly, I am the wrong person to ask technologically about that.
In terms of America's appetite, in terms of voters' appetite for patience, how long should we be patient with this?
Well, that's a fair question, and I think, 30 days. I think 30 days is fair to work out glitches. How long did Twitter take to repair its crash when it first launched its website? Because they had the volume much higher than they expected.
Yeah, Twitter wasn't mandated.
Apparently, everybody does. Come on. Everybody has to.
Listen, we got to run. Chris, you get the last word.
All right. Now, look, Twitter wasn't mandated by the federal government. The reality is everything that the Democrats said about this is turning out to be false. We see that now. You can't keep your doctor in most cases. You can't keep your plan, and it's not going to save you $2,500 a year. The opposite is true. Everything that the Republicans and the terrible Tea Party people were saying before the launch is coming to fruition, and the Democrats are looking for shelter wherever they can find it.
I tell you what, read Ezra Klein in the Washington Post, his article that's online right now. It is a long read, but it is very valuable about what is coming next. Check that out.
Leslie, Chris, thanks so much for the debate.